And now over to the Queen Elizabeth Concert Hall at Stag Bottling on Lower Mouse Trouser for a concert of modern music.
Thank you. And for our next piece, we would like to give you an example of music concrete, very hard music. For this, the orchestra will be considerably augmented, so in fact it's reinforced concrete. This avant-garde concerto, which is entirely free from the conventions of rhythm, melody, harmony and music, will be completely spontaneous and improvised and made up on the spot, which explains why it's so awful. We call it free music because no one will pay to hear it. During the work, the musicians will play knives, forks, spoons, balloons, plastic wombats and steam shovels. We're sorry about this, but they left their instruments on the bus. And now it gives me very little pleasure to introduce your conductor.
Hold really tight, please.
And now the auditorium is still and silent, which is quite understandable.
They've all gone home.
And here we go with the Wunderschau.
It's I'm sorry, I'll be back again.
So much for the avant-garde. Now for the avant-clue. Yes, it's the kitchen syncopation of the Angus Prune tune. Which brings to the microphone once again the amazing Tim Brooke-Taylor, John Cleese, David Hatch, Joe Kendall and Bill Oddie. And here is the voice of the most avant-garde of them all.
Avant another lovely slice of rhubarb. Oh, no! It's I'm sorry, I'll read that again. My lecture on crime prevention this evening will be very short. Somebody's stolen my notes. But I think I can remember a few things. Doors, very important. And windows, also very important. Shut them or something. No, bolt them. No, don't bolt them. Nail 5-inch planks over them. All of them. That'll keep them out. And it'll keep you in so that you can't do any crime either. What else was? Oh, yes, I brought along my bagpipes. My team of experts who will play over the sea to sky. Who will tell you about George. No, life. Crime. Now, first of all, there's Inspector Lim from the Police Flying Squad Training Centre, where he trains police to fly.
Yes, well, what I want to show you particularly is this steel-proof handbag, which is fitted with warning devices that warn you if it's being stolen. For instance, if you are beaten on the head and the bag is snatched off you and you don't notice, this alarm gong will sound. Should the thief then start to run, the vibration will cause green dye to come spurting out. And the alarm trumpet will sound. If the thief doesn't stop and surrender, a tape recording in the base of the handbag will play recordings of police sirens. If this fails to stop him, there is a recorded message.
This is Police Constable Henry Figleaf. You are a criminal and you are advised to give yourself up. Failure to comply with these regulations may result in prosecution. This is Police Constable Henry Figleaf.
He then has 2 minutes to give himself up before the musical handcuffs come out of the handle and snap over his wrist. A minute before the machine gun starts. And then another minute before everything starts up prior to the final climax. The beauty of it is, it's so simple.
Now, a word about safes. Unsafe. Keep your money instead in bundles of fivers stuffed in old mattresses. In the event of a serious emergency, do call the police immediately by dialing 999. If the number is engaged, or if they're out, there's a little cafe round the corner that takes messages for them. If the cafe is closed, a 58 bus takes you to New Scotland Yard, and you can usually see them within about a week. And finally, remember, if you look after crime prevention, it gives us a lot more chance to deal with the serious things, like traffic and football matches and dead mice.
Excuse me, is the faith healer ready?
Yeah, go on in.
I hear the voice of the Great Spirit. Come unto me, Great One. Oh, Mighty One. Oh, Eternal One. I'm one, are you? Enfold me in your will. Give me the gift of healing and grant unto me the great comfort of the National Health Service. Oh, come in, Mrs. Bucket. I was just warming up. Now then, if you'd just like to take off all your clothes.
Does it help?
It helps me, Mrs. Bucket. Now then, I'm going to invocate the Great Spirit, and he'll come down to me, possibly in the likeness of a vole, or in the lift if it's working. And then I'm going to lay hands on the affected area. What exactly is the trouble?
Chest cough.
Oh, good. Who's a lucky agent? Great and eternally, fantastically magic oracle spirit, come down amongst me and walk amongst me, imbuing me with the marvellous spirit of healing. And whilst you're at it, if you've got anything for the 3:30, I'll be quite interested.
Doctor, I felt it.
What did you feel?
A kind of warm pressure on my shoulder.
Yes.
And a kind of singing in my ears.
Oh, dear, it's my budgie. Down, Rover. Down,
Doctor, how will I know when I'm being cured?
you will feel your whole body aflame and your spirit lifted up, and a deep, powerful, swirling, masterful voice will tell you you are well.
Who will that be?
Me. Come upon me, oh, spirit. Come and make eyes at me down at the... No. Come down. Come down. Come down. Come down. No. I've got a feeling he's not coming. Anyway, I feel quite sure in my own mind that you've got hay fever.
Well, I'd like a second opinion.
Certainly, you've broken your leg. Now, that's 5 bob for the hay fever or 14 and 6 for the broken leg.
I think I'll take the hay fever, Doctor.
Right, well, the nurse will give it you on the way out. Oh, and just come back if you want it cured. Oh, one less time! Oh, I'll get my hands on you, Doctor!
Every word I say, is that right? Right now, come on. Everybody get together and I've forgotten the word. What? I've forgotten the word.
Oh,
Everybody keep clapping. I can't remember the word. What's the word?
I don't know.
Yeah, you keep clapping. On the piano.
What's on the piano?
There's a word on the piano. Go and have a look. Right, everybody keep clapping. That's what I'm going to hear.
No,
What do you mean, no?
they're not the words.
That's nice, eh? Keep clapping. What am I going to do?
Well, it's something about following.
What is?
They follow you.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, that's right. Now, everybody listen. Right, everybody. What are they going to follow? What's going to follow?
You shout things out, they follow. They repeat what you say.
Oh, yes, right. Right, keep clapping, everybody. Everybody keep clapping. Now, I want you all to listen to me. And everything I do, I want you to follow me, and you repeat everything I say, right? Right. Now. What's the first thing? No, wait a minute. No, keep clapping. I'm not ready yet. Hang on, I've got it. Keep clapping. No, I haven't got it. Shut up. Be quiet. Stop clapping. Please stop clapping. All right, then faster. Wait a minute, I've found the words now. Right. Stop clapping, everybody.
Get off! No, on second thoughts, come here and be bullied. Good morning. Sit down, please. Don't fidget. I'm very busy. Now, what can I do for you? Speak up. I'm very busy. I'm a very busy man, you know. I'm awfully busy. I'm fantastically busy. Busy I go. Now, what do you want?
Well, I want to buy a house.
Ah, well, you've come to the right place. I sell 'em.
Oh.
I'm an estate agent, you know. It says so on my door. Do you see my door?
No.
Why not? Don't you like my door?
Yes, I like it.
Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, it's
I'm
good.
very busy, you know. I don't have to deal with idiots who don't like my doors. What sort of a house do you want anyway?
3 stories.
3 stories?
Yeah.
3 stories? Don't you know there's a housing shortage? You'll have to have a bungalow.
I don't like bungalows.
I don't like bungalows either, but somebody's got to live in them. Besides, they're very useful for crippled grandmothers.
I don't have a crippled grandmother.
You don't have a crippled grandmother? No. All right, I'll sell you one. No, it's all right. I'll give it to you. No extra charge, goes with the bungalow.
Thank you very
Now,
much.
how many children do you have? 4, 5?
None.
None? What's the matter with you? Got problems?
No.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm not prejudiced.
If you don't mind, I'd like a swimming pool with my house.
Bungalow?
No, with my bungalow. I want a swimming pool.
Can you swim?
No.
No swimming pool.
I'll learn.
I'm sorry, I don't teach swimming. I'm much too busy.
But I've always wanted a house. I mean, a bungalow with a swimming pool.
We'll compromise. I'll give you a fish pond.
I don't like fish.
What's the matter with you? You don't like fish, you don't like children, you're not married, and you don't have a crippled grandmother.
I like dogs.
I hate dogs. Now, where do you want to live?
Sorry.
Gloucester's very similar.
I don't want to live in Gloucester.
All right. So you don't want to live in Gloucester. You don't want to live in my nice little bungalow in Gloucester. That's all right. It's practically in Worcester anyway. You'll be all right there. Now, do you like farming?
No.
You're right. It's hard work. It's badly paid, but you'll get used to it. Now then, you don't want a bathroom.
I don't want a bathroom.
Oh, good. That makes it easier. Well, then, let's see what we can do for you. You want a bungalow for you and a crippled grandmother, no bathroom with a fish pond very close to your new farming job in Worcester. Well, there's a coincidence. I've got just the thing. 10,000. Take it or leave it.
No. I won't be pushed around. I'm going away from here and I'm never coming back.
Where are you going to?
Long way.
A very long way?
Yes.
A very, very long way?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you tell me? I've got a bungalow in Australia. Nice rooms, fish pond. You can keep your man in the...
And now...
Hail Caesar! Hail Caesar! Hail Caesar!
Switzerland. Come back with us now to meet that romantic hero of the days of yore, champion of the poor, scourge of the oppressors, master of the crossbow. Yes, it's none other than...
Here's adventure, here's romance. Out to the west and into the sunset in a cloud of dust and amidst the swirl of clattering hooves, the legendary hero of the west rides again. It's the Lone Ranger! Oh, I mean William Tell, sorry!
On a craggy peak among the range of mountains that brood over the little alpine village of Broundorf stands a man. His motionless figure, braced in defiance against the elements, is silhouetted against the tumultuous banks of clouds that hang menacingly above this pastoral scene, as if they would discharge their gloom like rain upon the sleeping countryside beneath. And now, here is a late football result. Totteridge and Whetstone Academicals 3. Totteridge and Whetstone Academicals 3. I'm sorry, I'll read that again. Totteridge and Whetstone Academicals 4. Meanwhile, back in the Alps...
Why are they called Alps?
Because when people fall off them, they cry, "Ow!" No? Anyway, back in them.
William Tell, where are you?
I'm sitting over here.
And why do you keep yodeling?
Because I'm sitting on a thistle. That's better.
William, I bring you grave news. The citizens of Broundorf are in trouble.
Broundorf?
Well, they're none too happy.
How?
They're cruelly oppressed by the wicked Landberger, Count Otto von der Lust. The whole town trembles at the sound of his name.
How so?
It's such a terrible pun.
It is.
But, William, they need your help.
Well, they can't have her. She's an absolute treasure, and I'm not letting... Oh, but never fear. I shall go to Broundorf myself, but first I must ring up Mummy and tell her where I'm going. Good grief! The wires have been cut.
You mean the phone's dead?
Dead! And never called me mother.
To Broundorf!
To Broundorf!
Well, now that you've got the general level of things, let's get on with the story. In a picturesque little cottage in the village of Broundorf, a maiden sits by the window. By the front door. While next door sits little Helga. Little Helga is well bred and sits by the great fire that blazes merrily in the hearth.
She's the toast of the town.
But suddenly her reverie is broken as she hears a noise outside the window.
Lassie, what was that?
Tis I, beautiful Helga.
You don't look much like beautiful Helga to me. Oh, I don't know that.
Steady. No, I am Wilhelm Tell.
Wilhelm, I hardly recognized you in that false beard.
It's not a false beard.
Oh, sorry.
It's a bicycle.
That's a funny place for a bicycle.
You should see what I've got my false beard.
But William! William, it is dangerous for you here. If anyone were to see you, you might be arrested.
Why so?
I've just seen where you've got the false beard.
You're right. You're right. I am in danger here. Do you mind if I come in for a bit?
But before fair Helga could reply,
Peter.
she heard the noise of her father's feet coming downstairs.
Come back, feet.
Quick as a flash, William Tell sprang onto his false beard and pedalled furiously away.
How did he manage to steer it?
He had a handlebar of staff.
However, as William pedalled round the corner in the road...
Halt! Who goes there? Wait a tick, I recognize that face. It's William Tell. Seize him, men.
Wait. Who are you? Are you Count Otto von der Last, the wicked landburger who owns all the land hereabouts?
No, I own all the cheese hereabouts.
Then you must be the chief.
Incidentally, you may be interested to know that Switzerland is particularly noted for its dairy produce and its watches.
Cheeseburger. You ruined that one, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
But hist. Who are you?
I am Dermot Stayvaker, the singing baboon, playing the part of the wicked landburger Otto von der Last. At last, I have you in my power.
In the confusion that followed, William Tell made good his escape, and springing onto a banana skin, he slipped away into the shadow. That night, in a little tavern, the citizens of Broundorf met to voice their discontent.
Discontent.
Voice.
Fellow citizens, we're all met here in the old dog and partridge go-go to plan our revolution against the wicked landburger.
Voice.
Landlord, fill our glasses, drink up, lads, and by midnight we'll be revolting.
Would anybody like a nice slice of fruit pie?
I'd love a bit, but I'll have some pie first. Wait a tick, though. There's something moving inside this pie.
There's somebody coming out.
Good heavens, it's
Aye, lads, it's me, Wilhelm Tell.
William Tell? But what's he doing in a fruit pie?
Tim always gets the plum parts.
Lads, listen to me. I will be your leader. Now listen, here is my plan.
What is he talking about?
I don't know, something about Fritz.
The goat herd?
No, it wasn't listening.
The cow herd?
Well, if it did, it didn't laugh.
It didn't move either.
Well, no moves is good moves.
That's not very amusing.
Open up in there!
What's that?
The sound of music. That is quite enough of those jokes.
Yes, that is the end of the moves.
Quick, lads, hide up the chimney.
Open up!
All right, Helga, let him in.
Good evening, madam. I am the chimney sweep. I'll just put me brush up here and... You don't often get yodeling like that nowadays.
All right, I surrender. I'm coming out. Oh, that's better.
William Tell, I thought as much. Tonight you will lie in a dungeon cell.
Ah, me. Farewell, Helga. We may never meet again.
You don't mean...
Oh, not until you've had your nose fixed, anyway.
That night, as William Tell languished in his lonely dungeon cell,
Go away, I'm languishing. Languish.
What's your language?
Hello. What's all this then?
It is Musha Wilkins.
Yes. I am the jailer in charge of these miserable onions. I'm in dungeon.
Oh, jailer, you're so handsome and kind. Please open the door and let Wilhelm escape.
Oh no, we had a big escape last week. The prisoners all caught measles and they all broke out in a rabbit.
You mean rash?
Oh yeah. I don't know what made me say rabbits. I must have rabbits on the brain.
Why so?
Cause at a distance they look like hares.
Ha-ha!
Anyway, you must come along with me to the marketplace. The Landberger himself has organised a competition for you.
A competition? Oh, goody.
Bring the prisoner forward. Bring the prisoner forward.
Bring the prisoner forward.
Bring the prisoner forward.
Bring the prisoner... Oh, that's me. Oh.
Aha, William Tell, now's your chance to prove yourself as an archer.
Wait.
Who are you?
I'm Beauchesse.
Beauchesse?
Yes, Beauchesse to the French Foreign Legion, and I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Yeah. Oh, I could spit.
What was that?
That was a crossbow.
A crossbow! A crossbow! What luck! I am master of that weapon. If I prove myself with a crossbow, Landberger, will you let me go free?
I thought you'd never ask. Yes, you may go free if you can shoot this apple off the head of your son.
But I haven't got a son.
That's all right, I haven't got an apple.
But you won't trust me enough to let me shoot an apple off their head.
Any volunteers?
I volunteer, dear boy.
Aunt Constance, will you really go through with this?
But of course, dear boy. I need the publicity.
But what can we use instead of the apple?
Excuse me, Lady Constance.
But of course, Grimling, climb onto my head, Grimling.
Oh, not again, madam. I'm afraid of heights, you know that.
And so, in the marketplace of Broundorf, the crowd held their breath as the legendary William Tell took careful aim with his crossbow.
Oh, sorry, Auntie.
Hang on a second.
I was the apple core. Oh, it gives me the pip. Oh, is this the end?
Yes!
Oh,
Hooray! Oh, Wilhelm, you did it.
Shucks, 12-0, Marilou. Well, I guess I'll better be moseying along, honey child. I'll be seeing you. Ha-ha, Silver!
who was that masked man, anyway?
I don't know, but he certainly taught me a lesson. I've been very wicked and cruel taking all your money. So from now on, there'll be no more taxis in Broundorf. You'll have to travel by bus.
And so the Angus Prune tune brings to an end another edition of I'm Sorry I'll Read It Again, the Go-Go Show on the Corporation Station. The voices you heard were those of I.T. Briddock, Tim Brooke-Taylor, John Cleese, David Hatch, Joe Kendall, Bill Oddie. The scripts were by Graeme Garden, Eric Iddle, and Bill Oddie. The songs were by Bill Oddie, arrangements by Leon Cohen, and the rest of the music was provided and played by Dave Lee and his group. Yes. The show was produced by HJB of the BBC, and that's it till next week. Tune in to Prune then to hear John Wigwam Cleese say,
Oh, no, it's the Wonder Show!
My name is Angus Prune, and I always listen to I'm sorry, I'll read that again.
You don't!
My name's Angus Prune, and I never miss I'm sorry, I'll read that again.
No, why?
I share my breath and I haven't a life cause the sick unit named after me. My name is Angus Prune, this is my tune, it's all right. S-I-R-T-A, I'm sorry, I'll read that.
Who is